All right, race fans. Looks like we're getting ready to go to qualification. All right, race fans, thanks for joining us here on TurnLeft TV. I'm your host, Heath Johnson. Looks like we've got a pretty good field here tonight. 16 drivers with us. All right, looks like they are getting ready to go to qualifications, and that'll do it for us. We'll get ready to start the broadcast here, so just making sure we got everything running. So thanks for joining us. This is TurnLeft TV. I'm your host, Heath Johnson. We are in the qualification session. So we got a good field for you tonight. It looks like 16 drivers here to start off the season. NASCAR Total, IndyCar Brazil. What an exciting season that's going to be. So got 7 races on the schedule. And here we go. All right, race fans. Welcome to TurnLeft TV. Be ready for some high-speed action tonight. Step on the gas. All right, race fans. Welcome to Daytona International Speedway. TurnLeft TV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. Oh boy, do we have something very special for you tonight. NASCAR Total, IndyCar Brazil. Comes on into Daytona International Speedway. Kick off race number 1 in the 2018 season. We're about ready to get busy at Daytona, Brazilian style. Got a few American drivers in here just to mix it up a little bit. We got a little bit of a rivalry, a USA versus Brazil thing going on here at Daytona. Thanks for joining us. TurnLeft TV, bringing you the NASCAR Total schedule this season. So thanks so much to Sullivan Gardena and all those folks there at NASCAR Total IndyCar Brazil for not only letting me race with them, but also letting me broadcast these races. So very excited, a little nervous. Right now we are in the qualification session. Take a look at the schedule here in the Monster Cup season, IndyCar Brazil's NASCAR season. Daytona, 60 laps tonight. And then on the 18th, so we do this every other Monday. And on the 18th, 60 laps at Kansas. Man, that track is absolutely knockout fun. Great, great track. That's going to be a great race. Indianapolis Motor Speedway, 100 laps at the Brickyard, my home track, on July the 2nd. Then Auto Club Speedway, that's California. 60 laps there on the 16th of July. Dover, a little short track action. The Monster Mile, 85 laps on the 30th. Talladega Super Speedway, some more Super Speedway action, 55 laps on the 6th of August. But then finishing out the season at Texas Motor Speedway, 60 laps there on August the 20th. Following Max Kirchleitner, the 12 car, as he makes his qualification attempt. All right, looks like Max has qualified 7th on the grid, 44.726. So good job to Max. So our pole sitter is Paul Brown. So far, we got a couple more drivers here finishing up qualification attempts, like Helder Mueller, Jose Carvalho as well. Fix our in-car camera here. Got a little work to do on that. Sorry about that. It's an amateur operation. All right, it looks like we've got just a few minutes left here in the warm-up session before we take the green flag. Paul Brown is our pole sitter. Matt Sintel second. Benor Silva third. Terry Milford fourth. Jose Cavallo qualifies fifth. Pedro Jr. is sixth. Max Kirchleitner is seventh. Heider Mueller is eighth. Edson Luis ninth. Carlos Leite rounds out the top 10. We'll take a look at the track here at Daytona. Daytona International Speedway, 2.5 mile tri-oval. Banking in the turns, 31 degrees. Banking in the tri-oval at 18 degrees. We know what to expect with Daytona. What racer who's knows anything, or loves racing as much as they do, how could you not have been on Daytona in a sim? I mean, that is one of the classic tracks. So Daytona International Speedway, everybody knows what to expect at the famed home of NASCAR. Take a look at this driver's list that we have out this season. Paul Brown up there, Julio Caligari, Jose Carvalho, Sullivan Gardina, Hugo Jefferson, Pedro Jr., Max Kirchleitner, Carlos Leite, Edson Luis, Gary Madu, Terry Milford, Helder Mueller, Ed Palumbo, Alberto Perdigayo, hopefully I pronounced that correctly, Wilson Rashid, Todd Robillard, Matt Sintel, Benor Silva, Lauren Stopworth, and Eder Smego. Coming up on Tuesday, the Next Level Racing Series will be in action at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. What a great one that's going to be. Short track action, 2 races to go in their season. Crowned champion at Pocono the next week. So tomorrow night, New Hampshire Motor Speedway, 127 laps in the Next Level Racing Series. All right, folks, thanks for joining us here. Open up a little chat if anybody's there willing to put in their 2 cents of who they think's going to win this thing tonight. Jose Carvalho is the top time here in the warm-up session, so we just got a few minutes left here to go. All right, here we go. Uh-oh. Hit the right key. There we go.
And now, race fans, for the most famous words in motorsports, please welcome your Grand Marshal, singer, songwriter, megastar, and Ford truck band, Toby Keith.
Time to get in and sit down. Shut up, hold on, drivers. Start your engine.
All right, the 70 of Paul Brown starts on the pole tonight. Matt Santel in the 19 car starts in the second position. The 87, Ben Arcello starts third. Fourth is the 75 of Terry Milford. Fifth is the 99 of Jose Cavallo. Pedro Jr. in that 53 car starts in the sixth position. Max Kirchleitner in the 12 car starts in the seventh position. In eighth is Elder Mueller in that 00 car. Four is Edson Luis in the 9th. Carlos Leite in the 54 is in 10th. All right, 60 laps here at Daytona, NASCAR Total, IndyCar Brazil. It is USA versus Brazil. That's what they've been selling it as. That's what we've been selling it as. A little friendly rivalry between some great passionate race car drivers, not only from Brazil, but also the United States. It's going to be a great one. 16 drivers here tonight. Best of luck to everybody throughout the season. Thanks to my buddies who've come over here to join these guys. Pace car is in. Paul Brown on an inside line. The 19 of Matt Santel up high. Here we go.
Green flag, go, go, go.
Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys!
All right, and we're off. The 70 of Paul Brown, the 19 of Matt Santel up high. You see the 87 of Jose Carvalho, Ben Arcello, also 87. That is the 99 is Jose Carvalho. Ben Arcello in the 87 car now takes the lead. Ben Arcello has had a lot of practice here. Every time I've come into this track since loading it, I've seen Ben Arcello in here practicing. So he has got a lot of laps here at Daytona. See that outside line, they're starting to work. The 70, Paul Brown up on that outside line, holding on to the lead. So we got a double file here. So Paul Brown, Matt Santel, Terry Milford, 1, 2, 3. Ben Arcello, Jose Carvalho, Max Kirchleitner, 4 through 6. Look at Max Kirchleitner right now in the 12 car. Right now running in the 6th spot. Edson Luis back to the 7th position. Pedro Jr. is 8th. Eder Megel is 9th. Sullivan Gardena running in the 10th position. All these car views are a little bit different for me. I gotta switch it up. Right now on board here with Sullivan Gardena running in the 10th spot. So Paul Brown in the 70, the 19 of Matt Sintel is second. Terry Milford is third. Benor Silva starting to look on the low side. So on board here with Benor Silva as we look ahead to Terry Milford, Matt Sintel, and Paul Brown, 1, 2, 3. Baker Malo, Max Kirchleitner running in 4th or 5th and 6th just behind. Take a look at Ed Palumbo in the 7 car. Right now running behind the 54, Carlos Leite. Julio Calagare is running in the 14th position. Matt Sintel running in the 2nd position there, starting to look around at this 70 car. Looking at the back of Paul Brown's machine, you see 1 through 7 here, actually 1 through 6. A little bit of a warp action here in the car view. Edson Luis heading up that 2nd pack. This is 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. Pedro Jr. running in the 8th position in that 53 car. Wilson Rashid in the 47 car is running in the 9th position right now. Eders Mego running in 10th. Jack Daniels, number 82. Matt Sintel now taking the lead here. It looks like the 75. Terry Milford also pushing him through. Paul Brown mount back to 3rd. Benor Silva is 4th. Take a look here. This is Matt Sintel going on this high side here and getting around the 70 car. A little bit of help there by the 75, but the 70 able to duck back in, get behind the 75 now and falls back to the 3rd position. Of Matt Sintel back to the 3rd position as the 75 and the 70 go by on the high side now. Matt Sintel down on that low side there fighting with Benor Silva. Take a look at Helder Mueller in that 00 car. I'm not sure we don't see in their paint scheme there, but he and Hugo Jefferson running together. This is 15th and 16th. These guys are currently about 12 seconds off the pace, so they definitely need a yellow flag. Sullivan Gardena in the 49 car running in the 14th spot, just behind Julio Calagare. Ed Palumbo in 12th position. Carlos Leite is 11th right now, leading up this 3rd pack here. So this is pack number 3. Carlos Leite, Ed Palumbo, Julio Calagare, Sullivan Gardena. '75, Terry Milford is our race leader. Paul Brown is 2nd. Benor Silva now up to the 3rd position. That 87 car, the 12, Max Kirchleitner, shown in the 4th position. Jose Carvalho is 5th. Matt Sintel 6th. Take a look at Jose Carvalho in that 88 car. That 99 car. Matt Sintel just behind there in the 6th position. So we got 1 through 6. Nose to tail. Oh, Matt Sintel up on that high side. See if he can't make something go there. No help there up on the high side. He ducks back in. Max Kirchleitner in that 12 car. Ford Fusion running in the 4th position right now. Quite a bit of warp here from some of the drivers. Maybe mind connection. I don't think it is, but it could be. So far, Terry Milford is our race leader. Paul Brown 2nd. Benor Silva 3rd. Max Kirchleitner is 4th. Jose Carvalho 5th. Matt Sintel is 6th. So we got a pack of 6 here. And then, just behind them is the 53. Pedro Jr., Edson Luis, Wilson Rashid, Eder Schmegel. So that is 7th through the 10th position. Behind here, Eder Schmegel as Edson Luis makes a pass there on Pedro Jr. Take over that 7th position. So the 4 car, Edson Luis, now moves up to 7th. Take a look at this pass here as the 4 car gets below the 53. Makes that pass there. You see he ducks back in there between the 47 and the 4 car. He's still up high here, but he's going to duck back in here, looks like. A little bit of room there, so good job. Jose Carvalho and Max Kirchleitner are battling it out for position here. A little bit of man, that was I'm not sure if that was a warp or what. Oh, now we have a yellow flag here. Yellow flag, getting word that maybe 4 cars involved. '82, the 49, the 7, all involved, as well as the 4. Take a look here and see what happened. Oh, looks like contact there with the 53 and the 4. Oh man, that 7 car gets caught up in that as well. So the 4, the 53 get together right there. Oh, and Eder Schmegel gets caught in that as well. Man, he is, and then 7 car trying to get through. He's going to hit this 4 car and hard contact right there. Take a look at what happened to Eder Smigel.
Pit road will be open this time for lead lap cars.
So it looks like, oh man, that car's off the ground right there. Eder Smigel up hard into the wall. Oh, Sullivan Gardena there also gets taken out in that as well. So a lot of cars caught up in this first incident. Race leader is Max Kirchleitner. And we got some cars on pit lane here. He's on board here with Matt Sintel in the 19 car. See some more cars here on pit lane. Helder Mueller coming off pit lane. Edson Luis on pit lane taking service. Ed Palumbo, Eder Smigel all on pit lane. Well, 17 laps in, have our first caution flag. Not too bad. It's a pretty decent few laps there. So Max Kirchleitner is our race leader. Pedro Jr. second. Carlos Leite third. Sullivan Gardena shown in the fourth position. Gary Milford is fifth.
Pit road will be open this time.
So a big one. Checking our chat box there, didn't see anybody. Where all my peeps at? I don't know why I said that. I never say that. See Max Kirchleitner coming into the pits here, making his pit stop. That'll hand over the lead to the 75 car, Terry Milford. So Terry Milford is the race leader. Paul Brown second. Jose Carvalho is third. Ben Silva is fourth. Matt Sintel is shown as fifth.
It'll be one to go this time by.
So don't forget, not next week, but 2 weeks from now, on the 18th of June, we'll be at Kansas Speedway for 60 laps. That is an incredible track, just a great track. Then following that, be Indianapolis Motor Speedway on the 2nd of July. All right, back to
green flag, go, go, go.
Back to green. Terry Milford does not get off to a very good start there in the 75 car. Paul Brown gets off to a good start, gets down on that low side. Benar Silva is second. Wilson Rashid third, 75, and Terry Milford is fourth, 33. Julio Caligari up there as well now. We got some more action back here in the back. It looks like Max Kirchleitner. These guys getting together with each other here. The 12, the 7, 49. Edders Mago coming back onto the track there. He's down on that apron. So we got a lot of racing going on right now. 7 and the 49 racing side by side. 7 is Ed Palumbo up high in that 54 car, mellow yellow Chevy. 12 of Max Kirchleitner just behind. We're going to call him Max from now on. Palumbo down on up on the high side there, letting Sogos.net Ford Fusion go by. So Max now up to the 7th position. Now we got some racing going on here, boys. This is the 88. Excuse me, the 99 of Jose Carvalho. I don't know why I keep trying to give him the 88, but the 99 of Jose Carvalho. Hopefully we're up and running. Looks like we are. Benar Silva is our race leader. Looks like we got the Brazilians versus the Americans. The Americans up on the high side. The Brazilians down on the low side there. Mano y mano. Tres manos y tres manos. Paul Brown in the 70s. 75 of Terry Milford just behind. 19 of Matt Sintel working on that high side. The 87 of Benar Silva. Oh, Benar Silva up in the wall there, making contact with the wall. 99 of Jose Carvalho goes by. 47, Wilson Rashid. Jose Carvalho, Benar Silva got up in the wall, made some contact with the wall there, and may have a little bit of damage. So these guys trying to work together to get back up to the top 3. The 99, the 87. Jose Carvalho, Benar Silva, Wilson Rashid, might have some damage there. He's fallen off. Definitely fallen out of the draft there. So we got a definitely breakaway there of the top three. Paul Brown, Terry Milford, Matt Sintel broken away. Working together here. Check on Max Kirchleitner in that 12 car. He is running in the 7th position right now. I'd like to thank everybody for joining us here on TurnLeft TV on the stream. You see the 7 car, Ed Palumbo, starting to work on the low side. The 54, Carlos Leite, also moving up as well. So Carlos Leite now in the 8th position. So we got a second group of 3 here. The 7 of Ed Palumbo, Carlos Leite in 8th, Max Kirchleitner in 9th. We are starting to come up on some lap traffic here. Julio Caligari in 13th is the last car on the lead lap. I take that back. He's already 1 lap down. He's getting ready to go 2 laps down here. And there's some great drivers here tonight. Give those guys a look at NASCAR Total, man. They've got some really great drivers, man. Road course drivers, just amazing. See Paul Brown, Terry Milford, Matt Sintel go by on the low side. And I'd like to thank everybody for joining us here on TurnLeft TV on YouTube. Bringing you the Daytona 60-lapper here. And the inaugural race of the season. This is the 10th anniversary of stock cars at NASCAR Total, IndyCar Brazil. 10th anniversary. These guys have been doing this for 10 years. Together. How about that? Take a look at Sullivan Gardena in that 49 car. He's got something special on the front of that. That's right, TurnLeft TV. How about that? Cockpit Extreme Racing Dodge. This guy didn't even know you could have a Dodge in this game. Little racy here between Jose Carvalho and Benor Silva. Benor Silva now going around there and taking the 4th position on that low side. Jose Carvalho in the 99 now back to the 5th spot. See Benor Silva just ahead. Nice looking paint scheme there in that 87 car. I'll tell you what, man, you don't want to get these guys on a road course. You get these guys on a road course, you better hang it up because they are just our top of the game. I've run a lot of road course laps with these guys and just excellent racers. So throwing it out there, oval style for this series, NASCAR. Who knows, man? We might do some more stuff. Might do some road courses, different mods. Continue this little rivalry that we have going on right now. Take a look at Wilson Rashid in that 47 car. So these guys racing pretty hard here. You see the 54 just ahead. Wilson Rashid goes by. So Wilson Rashid right now shown in the 8th position, and Palumbo is 7th. Max Kirchleitner is sixth. Carlos Leite is shown in the 9th position. So here's 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th running together. So that 54 car currently running in the 9th spot. This group is about 15 seconds off the lead. They got about another 7 or so seconds before they get up to group number 2. Paul Brown, Matt Sintel, Terry Milford. Terry Milford actually running in the 2nd position. Paul Brown is leading. 19 of Matt Sintel is 3rd. Look at this racing here going on. Oh, man. 33 car there up in the wall. Julio Caligari gets into the wall there. 33 makes some contact with the wall. He is right now running in the 13th spot. Ben Silva and Jose Carvalho running 4th and 5th. The 99 and the 87 running together here. These guys are effectively that 2nd group. They're about 9 seconds off the draft. And what these guys need desperately right now just to get back in it is a caution flag. I guess we're going to see some pit stops here pretty darn soon. On board here with Ben Silva. To get an idea of what that gap is here, we'll take a look at the leaders here. So Paul Brown, Terry Milford, Matt Sintel, 1, 2, 3. These guys indicating they're going to be coming into the pits. You see them go by. There's Edders Magel as well. Take a look at Ed Palumbo in that 7 car. He's currently running in the 6th position. Just behind him, Carlos Leite. Wilson Rashid is in 8th position. You see Carlos Leite working on the outside line in that 54 car. These guys got to be making pit stops here fairly soon, I would imagine. So Ed Palumbo down on that low side, and Carlos Leite working on the high side there. See that 54 goes by, the 12 car goes by, those guys teaming up there a little bit to get by. The 12 car immediately goes down to the low side there. Max Kirchleitner is moving forward now up to the 6th spot. Max in that 12 car, shown in the 6th position. Carlos Leite is 7th. And Colombo 8th. Wilson Rashid is 9th. Take a look at Wilson Rashid in that 47 car, running in the 9th position. So we got a little pack of 4 right here. And a little bit of a swapping of position. So on board here with Wilson Rashid as he follows the 7 car. Yellow Chevy Camaro there. And Colombo, now we're getting some guys going to make some pit stops here, indicating these guys indicating that they might be coming into the pits here, so we'll have to watch. So a little bit of strategy here being played out. See the 75, the 19, and the 70 all coming down pit lane. Definitely do not want to get caught speeding. It's kind of a weird camera view there. I don't think I remember seeing that one. Max Kirchleitner is our race leader in that 12 car. 54 of Carlos Leite is 2nd. 12 car down on that inside line there. He must be coming into the pits here. Not real sure what's going on with the 12 car. Is he out of fuel? He is way down on the inside line, giving up a lot of time. So the 12 car there coming around on the apron there to come down pit lane. He's going to give up a ton of time. '54 of Carlos Leite is our next car in line. Oh man, a little bit of a contact there maybe between the 12 car, excuse me, the 54 car and the 7 car. 54 car there down on that apron. Coming around turn 3 out of turn 4. To the 70, Paul Brown, Matt Sintel, and Terry Milford, 1, 2, 3. Carlos Leite is in the pits. Ed Palumbo shown in the 5th position. He's up on that track. 87 of Benor Silva shown in the 6th position. Now 5th. Jose Carvalho is 6th. So they got another dance partner there with the 7 car. So the 87 and the 99 have been working together since we had this fragmenting of the pack. Now they're starting to work together. They've got another car, and they could potentially catch up with these next 2 cars here in line to help them push. This is Hugo Jefferson and Julio Caligare. These guys running the same paint schemes. They don't have their special scheme in here for some reason. Take here, this is Max Kirchleitner in the 12 car. He is running in the 8th position, and we have a yellow flag. Yellow flag here, and looks like Sullivan Gardena might have been involved here. So the 49 car down on that inside. Not sure what's happened to him. We'll take a look. Pedro Jr. also spinning around here. Take a look here. So the 53 car down on that inside line. Oh, looks like the contact there with the 49 and the 4. And Edson Luis, he took a hard lick there as well. 49 car hard into the wall. We'll take a look here. So it looked like there might have been a little bit of contact right there between the 49 and the 4. And then caught the 53. More hard contact. You're going to see this 49 car really crawl up the track and make contact with the wall. Just a little bit earlier here. This is Edson Luis. You see these guys coming up behind. Hard contact right there. So 3 cars involved in that incident. Looks like Sullivan Gardena has retired his machine. A tough break there for Sullivan. Paul Brown is the race leader. The 70-19 of Matt Sintel is second. Terry Milford in the 75 is third. Ed Palumbo is fourth. Benoit Silva in the 87 car, shown in the 5th position. Jose Carvalho is 6th. Max Kirchleitner is 7th. Coming up on Wednesday, the Ironman Racing Series will be back in action at Atlanta Motor Speedway. So Wednesday, June the 6th. Race number 3 in their spring 2018 season. 107 laps at Atlanta. That is going to be a great, great race. So that's going to be right here on TurnLeft TV. Kind of dead on my chat. Where are all my Brazilian friends? They're probably all in bed. They got to work tomorrow. All right, Paul Brown, race leader. Matt Centel second. Terry Milford third. Ed Palumbo fourth. Ben Silva is fifth. Jose Carvalho is sixth. Max Kirchleitner is seventh. Carlos Leite eighth. Wilson Rashid shown in the ninth position. Helder Mueller is 10th.
It'll be one to go this time by.
You're going to get Helder's car in here. Where's your car at? Want a skin? Getting a one to go here, so getting ready to go back to green. Things are bunched back up again. And remember what we say in NASCAR, cautions breed cautions. Again, to all my Brazilian friends out there, like I say, boa noche. Thanks for joining us here on Turn Left TV. Get things rolling. Sorry for the hitches, any of the mistakes that have occurred along the way. Race number 1. Again, thanks for watching here on Turn Left TV. Look, Edelson Carnero is subscribed. How about that? Hey, check this out. Coming up on June the 28th, Turn Left TV will be bringing you the inaugural Invitational, the 400 Go Aces Invitational at Stock Car Underground, a new stock car series and website organization that has started. Going to be a great deal there, so check those guys out. Turn Left TV going to bring you that race. That's Vegas. Good way to start it out. That is running on Thursday nights. Once we get Gary Madu up and running, he'll be in here to join us in this series as well. Okay, here we go. We are going back to
green flag, go,
on
go, go.
lap 47. Paul Brown is our race leader. Matt Centel up high in the second position. The 75, Terry Milford, is low in third. Ed Palumbo in the 7 car is fourth. Ben Silva in that 87 car now moves up to the 4th position. He's starting to work on the low side. He says, I want to go to the front. So the 87 car now back up here, shown in third. Breaking this pack up a little bit, so a little Brazilian flavor up here in this front pack. Paul Brown, Terry Milford, Ben Silva, Matt Centel, Ed Palumbo, Jose Carvalho. Also there as well, Max Kirchleitner. Carlos Leite in the 8th position here in the 54 car. Wilson Rashid in 9th. Julio Caligari is actually up here in this pack in that 33 car. He's shown in the 10th spot. On board here with Julio Caligari as he makes his lap here in 10th, running behind the 7 car. Ed Palumbo, so Julio Caligari definitely wants to get back on that lead lap. 2 laps down, wants to get at least one of his laps back with the lucky dog. Take a look at Jose Carvalho right now running in the 6th spot. He and Max Kirchleitner running together. Now Max is shown in 7th. Carlos Leite, Jose Carvalho is shown in 6th. Terry Milford in the 75 car here, running in the 2nd spot as these guys start to get 2 by 2 behind. Matt Sintel down on the low line. Ben Silva up high in that Toyota Camry. So a little bit of dancing around those cars do. Take a look at the Carlos Leite here in the 54 car. He and Wilson Rashid running 8th and 9th. Julio Caligari, as we mentioned, running up. He's in the 10th position, but he's actually behind the 5th place car at Palumbo. So he's 6th in line, but running in the 10th spot, 2 laps down. Pedro Jr. in the 53 car running in the 13th spot. These guys have had some contact here, so Pedro right now 4 laps down in the 13th spot. Edders Mago in that Jack Daniels 82. We're all going to need a little whiskey after tonight, Edder. He's 4 laps down in the 14th spot. Send some to Indianapolis, Indiana. Paul Brown is the race leader here, so Matt Sintel has dropped off this group here a little bit. So we got Paul Brown, Terry Milford, Ben Silva, 1, 2, 3. Remember, we're scheduled to go 60 laps here, so we're on lap 54. Matt Sintel now trying to creep back up here and catch onto this draft. Realizes the laps are winding down. If he wants to come away with a race victory here, he is going to have to get back up here with this pack. So now we have a group of 4. Ed Palumbo here in the 7 car. Mellow yellow Chevy shown in the 5th spot. He and Carlos Leite working together here. Carlos Leite again is shown in 9th now. So we've got a group of 4 drivers here. The possibility of being able to come away with a race victory here. So as long as things stay green, these things looking pretty good here for the top 4. Aside from any shenanigans. Terry Milford now going down to the low side there. Ben Silva going to follow him through. So the 75 Bushmaster Chevy. We're going to try to push the issue down on that low side. Ben Silva in that 87 car going to go back by. Now moves up to the 2nd position. Paul Brown 3rd. Matt Sintel 4th. Ben Silva there trying to work that high side there. 70 there gets down on the low side. 19 Matt Sintel pushing the 87 car. Trying to stay in the gas here. Good racing here between Terry Milford, Paul Brown, Ben Silva, Matt Sintel. Take a look down to the back of Matt Sintel's car. Ben Silva's car in that 87. Down on the low line here, running behind the 70. The laps are winding down. The 75, Terry Milford is the race leader. The 70 of Paul Brown is 2nd. Ben Silva. That 87 car is shown in 3rd. Matt Sintel in the 19 is 4th. Here we are on lap 58. Matt Centel goes up to the high side there, trying to get around Benor Silva. We have a yellow flag. That is exactly what these guys did not want to see. So Wilson Rashid shown down on that inside line, down here on the grass. Not sure what's happened to him. Take a look here. The 47 and the 54 get together. 47 takes a hard ride here in the turn. Oh my heavens! And that's a hard lick right there. So looks like we got some contact right here. And that 47 car up in the wall there, up in the fence even. And he takes a hard lick right there. Then Hugo Jefferson comes by and makes contact. Take a look here, just no place to go, and he makes hard contact right there. Takes both those guys out. Helder Mueller and Hugo Jefferson both. So you see contact right there, and then these guys are going to make hard contact as well. I don't know if I can get this or not. Not looking good. Hard contact. There's a tire. Looks like somebody's lost a tire there, so Wilson Rashid probably lost that tire. And now not going to be able to probably get that car around. Looks like he's retired his machine. Well, we got a green-white checker. Green-white checker. Terry Milford is shown as the race leader. Paul Brown second. Benor Silva third. Matt Centel fourth. So we got some cars out of the race there. Wilson Rashid, Helder Mueller out of the race. Hugo Jefferson, Edson Luis, Sullivan Gardena all retired their machines. Well, Julio Caligari got one of his laps back there, so he's now just one lap down, I believe. I'd like to thank everybody for joining us here on TurnLeft TV. We have a green-white checker here in NASCAR Total IndyCar Brazil at Daytona. Terry Milford is the race leader. Paul Brown second. Benor Silva third. Matt Centel fourth.
Pit road will be open this time.
Want to go watch some real auto racing, you can do so with luxury VIP accommodations. To go to goaces.com. These guys will set you up with a luxury VIP experience. Not only for auto racing, but soccer, basketball, baseball, football, golf, you name it. These guys will put together a great VIP experience for you. So go to goaces.com. Coming up on Thursday, June the 28th, Stock Car Underground will begin their inaugural. Well, they'll begin their racing website and organization. Sorry, I got a little tongue-tied there, but the inaugural Go Aces 400 Invitational coming up from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. That's going to be right here on TurnLeft TV on Thursday, June the 28th. Well, we have a green-white checker here in NASCAR Total's first race of the season. We've got some big players here in the Monster Cup Series. Paul Brown, look at Julio Caligari, Jose Carvalho, Sullivan Gardina, Higo Jefferson, Pedro Jr., Max Kirchleitner, Carlos Leite, Edson Luis, Gary Nadeau, Terry Milford, Elder Mueller, Ed Palumbo, Alberto Perdigao, Wilson Rashid, Todd Robillard, Matt Sintel, Benar Silva, Lauren Stopworth, Eder Schmegel. Some great racers here tonight. The schedule. Not next week, we'll be off, but on the 18th, TurnLeft TV will be back in action with these guys at Kansas Speedway. That is a very fun track. And on July the 2nd, Indianapolis Motor Speedway, my home track, 100 laps there. So looking forward to that one. Auto Club, that is California, coming up on the 16th. And a Monster Mile on July 30th. How about that, huh? That's going to be a great one. Talladega Super Speedway coming up on August the 6th, 55 lapper there at that Super Speedway. Expect a lot of drivers out for that and a lot of passing, a lot of side-by-side racing. And then Texas Motor Speedway on August the 20th to finish out the season here at IndyCar Brazil, NASCAR Total. I'm going to move my green-white checker guy. How about that? Let's move him right over here in the middle. That looks a little bit better. I'm all about symmetry. All right, we got the one to go. So Terry Milford is the race leader. Paul Brown second. Benar Silva is third. Matt Sintel fourth. Ed Palumbo fifth. Jose Carvalho shown in the sixth spot. Coming up tomorrow night, the Next Level Racing Series will be in action at New Hampshire Motor Speedway for race number 9 in their spring season. So we just have 2 races to go in that series. We're going to crown the champion. 127 laps at New Hampshire. That mile flat oval coming up tomorrow night right here on TurnLeft TV.
Green flag, go, go, go.
All right, here we go. 75, Terry Milford. Down on the inside line, fighting the 70 of Paul Brown. Matt Sintel up high in that 19 car. Right, we have a yellow flag. 12 car involved. It's like a Max. So Max Kirchleitner might have had some contact there. We'll take a look here as Paul Brown takes the caution flag. We have another green white checker, and I'll tell you what, man, we've got a little bit debate going on here. Do these guys have enough fuel? Remember, they stayed out and they pitted early, and now they are, well, what do we say? The hay is in the barn with respect to that. So they've got what they've got. And these guys are on severe fuel save mode. So the 70 of Paul Brown is the race leader, 19 Matt Santel second, Terry Milford third, Benor Silva shown in the fourth position. Look at that Toyota Camry. Benor Silva. So I learned how to fly my drone. A nice looking car there, 87 car.
Pit road will be open this time.
So these guys are in fuel save mode here, and now I wonder if the 87 car also in fuel save mode. Jose Carvalho, Benor Silva did come in a little bit later, so they might be okay on fuel. They might have enough gas, but those top three, we're wondering whether they've got enough fuel to be able to make it. And frankly, I just don't know. See Jose Carvalho. So, excuse me, Julio Caligari. Now 33 car. So the question is, do these guys have enough fuel to be able to make it to the end? Max Kirchleitner in the 12 car, shown in the 9th position. So these guys do green-white checker here again. Again, you know, I wonder how many of these guys are really stretching that fuel. I just don't know. That's going to be the story, I think, is, you know, can we make it to the end? And if there is another green-white checker, then I think that's going to force the hand of some of these front runners. They're going to have to come in and take some fuel. And we do see a couple guys here coming in. I believe Julio Caligari might be coming in.
It'll be one to go this time.
Here with the one to go. So the 33 car making a pit stop here, maybe to top off on fuel as we get the one to go. Paul Brown going to use that inside line, and I know these guys got to be saving fuel. They pitted early, and you listen, that engine is not on right now. So these guys are hurting for gas. 75 to 19 to 70. They've really been up front all night long, sort of controlled the pace of this race. You know, we had Benor Silva, Jose Carvalho up there as well. But now we really got to be thinking about fuel. Hear him clutching that car. That car is, he's shutting that thing off just to make sure he can save as much gas as he possibly can. So our second green-white checker. Can we finish this baby under green? Bet I'm the lone chatter. There's not even me. I'm not even on there.
Green flag, green flag.
All right,
go,
here
go,
we go. We're going to find out if these guys have enough gas. We're going to find out if we can stay green for 2 laps. Paul Brown gets out to a little bit of a lead here. Matt Sintel down or up on that high side now, kind of stuck up there. Doesn't have anybody to work with. Trying to sneak in there, but Benor Silva shuts the door. 75, Terry Milford now moving up high to work with the 19 car. Can these guys make it?
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
And then we have a yellow flag here. And that's definitely going to force the hand of some of these guys. You see yellow flag here. And it looks like the 82 car, Edders Mego, might be in the wall. This is going to need a wrecker. Now the 70 car, remember he was clutching that car, maybe shutting the engine off, but now he is going to have to come into the pits and top off with fuel. Benor Silva is shown in the second position, 87 car, and you know, I kind of wonder what he's thinking about with respect to fuel as well. Jose Carvalho in the 99 car, shown in third. Matt Sintel is fourth. So right now we're on the green-white checker train. There's these guys making pit stops here. So everybody's making a pit stop here. That certainly is good news for a few of those guys. So on board here with Matt Sintel. Oh, a little bit of contact there. A little bit of contact. Terry Milford getting into his pit lane. Jose Carvalho, a little bit of contact. You see the 87 coming out. Ben Silva as well. So the 99 car there comes out in the lead. Take a look here. Might have been a little bit of contact coming down into the pits. So the 75 car and the 99 get together right there. That 75 car there. Take a look out of his cockpit view here. This is coming down pit lane. And make some contact there with the 99. Wanting to get fuel in that car. So a little bit of little drama there on pit lane.
Road will be open this time.
So a little bit of contact between the two. These guys coming back out off pit lane. This guy's moving sideways. That's my warping. It's my connection there. So the story is gas, gas, gas. That sort of wipes it out there a little bit because, you know, we had some guys, we had really almost the whole field there come in, or at least the whole field that's left, I should say, come in. Well, don't forget, coming up on the 18th of June, we'll be back in action at Kansas Speedway for race number 2 in the 2018 season of the Monster Energy Cup here in IndyCar Brazil, NASCAR Total, brought to you by Cockpit Extreme Racing. On Wednesday, the Ironman Racing Series will be back in action for race number 3 in their spring 2018 Season B. 107 laps there at Atlanta with the tire rule. Remember, that's a very special series because they do have a tire rule in that series. You got to really manage your tires. You get 12 tires, and that is it.
It'll be one to
So
go
that's
this
coming
time,
up on Wednesday right here on TurnLeft TV. So we're going to get her done here. I'm sure that this could be the last green-white checker. I'm positive, man. I've got hope. I've got faith. All right, here we go. Thanks for joining us here on TurnLeft TV, and this is going to be it, I'm sure. We're going to get this race in the books. Pace car is in. Jose Carvalho is the race leader. Bernard Silva is second. Matt Sintel third. Paul Brown fourth. Here we go. Paul Brown ducks down to that inside line there. Bernard Silva wanting to get in as well. Very tight battle right there between the 87 and the 70. Jose Carvalho in the lead. Terry Milford trying to climb around the 19 car. Terry Milford and Paul Brown starting to work together there on that outside line. Jose Carvalho, Bernard Silva down low. Jose Carvalho, Paul Brown, Terry Milford, Bernard Silva, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the last lap, the final lap. Terry Milford in the race lead. Paul Brown is second. Jose Carvalho side by side. Who's it going to be here? Oh no! Jose Carvalho, shown as Bernard Silva as the race winner. I think Jose Carvalho actually came across in the first place. So Bernard Silva is shown as the race leader or the race winner here, but I think it was Jose Carvalho. He's actually shown in fifth. So the race order is shown as Bernard Silva, Terry Milford, Paul Brown, Ed Palumbo, Jose Carvalho, Matt Sintel. And I think Jose Carvalho was victim of a server problem. All right. Well, hey, that will do it for the race tonight, I believe. See, we'll figure out what went on there as far as who won that race. There's some good racing there at the end, but not sure who the race winner is. I guess we're going to have to find that out. All right, well, that's going to do it for our first broadcast here, so hopefully we get a few of these things worked out, but thanks so much for joining us tonight. It was some good racing. We had a little bit of a, the back end of that race got a little tough, a little challenging, but the first part of that race was excellent. See if we can't see what's going on here. Hang on one second.
Boa noite.
Gabriel perguntou o que você achou aí da corrida, que devia ser 60 e foi para 75 voltas.
Eu gostei, na real, foi uma boa corrida. Foi legal.
He says he enjoyed the race, a very good race. We have much fun. Tá falando aqui da estratégia da gasolina, que foi predominante aí. O que você achou de andar na bandeira verde? E como é que você estava no final aí nas yellows?
Eu tava sem combustível também. Igual o povo ali tava na frente também, tava tudo sem combustível. E foi só abastecer no final ali para tentar fazer alguma coisa.
In the last laps, he was with a very low fuel, and he was expecting for no more yellow flags. At last, he made a splash and go to finish. Ele disse que fez um bom trabalho com o Zé Carvalho, e o quanto ele te ajudou nisso. O que você achou da ajuda que ele te deu aí?
Na real, eu ajudei ele. Era pra ele ter ganhado essa corrida. Então, o mérito é dele. Não sei o que é que deu no jogo e tirou ele da primeira colocação ali. Então, o mérito é dele. Eu tentei ajudar ele o máximo possível e me ajudar. Foi isso.
José Carvalho actually could be the winner. He helped Ben-Hur, but Ben-Hur Silva was there to help José Carvalho. We don't know what happened with the game, the simulator, and he has some penalty. José Carvalho has a penalty, and he was moved to end of the line. So Ben-Hur Silva won this race. Yes, and I would like to thank you for your broadcasting, and also thank you Sullivan Gardena for our first international championship. And I would like to excuse me and apologize by my English. We were trying to do our best here. So it was a very good race. We have so many fun, and I hope everyone enjoy it. Thank you, Heath Johnson. I will bring here. Just a minute. É pra subir lá, Gardena. Ele quer falar com você.
Hi, AJ. The beautiful transmission. Eita.
Ele falou que está contente de poder trazer para a TurnLeft TV a transmissão da temporada inteira.
Eu é que agradeço o trabalho dele e a confiança em nós aqui da Liga.
He says he's thank you for doing this job with us and working with us all season.
Yes, my pleasure. Sullivan and I have a good relationship. We've worked well together for some time, and I'm excited. I'm nervous, and I'm excited.
We all are nervous and excited. Ele disse que está nervoso e excitado pela oportunidade de fazer a transmissão da corrida inteira lá para eles. E também agradecendo a confiança também, né?
É recíproco. Fala para ele que é a mesma coisa. Fala para ele que nossa distância é do tamanho da confiança dele, como é que eu posso dizer, da confiança dele em nós para poder fazer isso, entendeu? A mesma distância dele é o tamanho para mim do prazer de ter ele aqui.
We are very pleased to have you here, Heath Jones, with us, and the trust you have on us is very, very important in your job, and this actually this trust that he says.
But thank you to both of you. I'm looking forward to the rest of the season with you. Best of luck, boa sorte, this season.
Okay, thank you. We're very pleased to have you here too.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, that's it.
Yes, sir. All right.
Thank you.
Now, thank you.
Muchas gracias. All right, that is great transmission that we had there with Sullivan Gardena, Carlos Leite, and them bringing us really, Carlos Leite. Let me just say thanks so much for being up in the broadcast booth to translate back and forth. I know I don't speak any Portuguese, and Sullivan speaks much better English than I speak Portuguese, and he's lending his time, his services as a gentleman, Carlos Leite, to bring us some communication back and forth. And I hope this season is just going to turn out to be just an incredible one. I suspect it will. We got Kansas coming up next, Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Don't forget California on July the 16th, followed by Dover International Speedway on the 30th. Talladega Super Speedway, 55 laps there on August the 6th, followed by Texas Motor Speedway, 60 lapper there to finish out the season here in IndyCar Brazil, NASCAR Total, the Monster Cup. So we're going to crown the champion on August the 20th. So that's going to be a great one. Great season. Well, don't forget, tomorrow night we have New Hampshire Motor Speedway coming up in the Next Level Racing Series. Race number 9 in their spring season. 127 laps at that flat 1 mile oval. That's coming up tomorrow night right here on TurnLeft TV. And then on Wednesday, we'll be back in action in the Ironman Racing Series, Atlanta Motor Speedway, race number 3 in that spring 2018 season. So Atlanta, 107 laps there at in the Ironman Series with the tire rule. You bet your bottom dollar that is going to be an excellent race. And this series is always a good one when you add in that tire rule and the drama that only having 12 tires to use on the car during the race, especially at a track like in Atlanta. And look, we got a Richmond coming up. We've got Mountain Peak, that's Charlotte. Apple Valley's tough on tires, and can't forget Bristol, man. Bristol is really, really tough on tires too. So you spin, you get something going on with where you got to lock up your tires, then you are, you're behind the 8 ball, because you've got to come back and get you some tires. And any tires you take over that allotted amount will incur a penalty. Well, that's our broadcast here on TurnLeft TV. We'll figure out, we know we had a little bit of a shake-up there at the end. We'll figure out what happened. Thanks for joining us tonight. We'll get things going here, get our feet under us with NASCAR Total IndyCar Brazil. We out of here.